for Jesus to give 7 I am statements means that Jesus is the fullness of I am. As Paul says in the book of Colossians, in him, in Christ, all the fullness of the Godhead dwelt bodily. When he says I am, what is he doing? He's echoing the name that God declared about himself in the burning bush at Mount Sinai to Moses. And Moses, you know, when he encounters God in that burning bush, and God says that I've heard the groanings of my people and I've come down to deliver them, and I'm going to send you, Moses, right? You're going to be my spokesperson. You're going to be my prophet through whom I deliver. And Moses is like, well, who shall I say has sent me? What does God speak from the burning bush? He says, I am. And we saw even last Sunday how when Jesus came walking out on the waves, right? In the midst of the storm, and he first speaks to his disciples in the middle of that storm, what does he say? He says, in Greek, he says, ego eimi, which is best translated simply, I am. Not just it is I, but I am. I am the same I am that spoke to Moses from the bush. I am. And this is one of Jesus' favorite things to say in this gospel, I am. We'll see in John chapter 8, he says, before Abraham was, I am. And then he has these 7 I am statements. Jesus is Yahweh in the flesh. Jesus is the God of creation. Jesus is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jesus is the God of the Exodus. Jesus is the only God there is, or the only God there ever will be. So when he gives 7 I am statements, we're supposed to see in Jesus the fullness of I am.